welcome to Karreen and Company. Today we're going to create belly button therapy healing. And as you see, my client has her finger in her belly button. You can either put it directly on your belly button over clothing, or you can put it into your skin and hold your finger to the skin. It makes no difference. The whole goal is to set our intention that as we are clearing one word at a time, one emotion at a time, one feeling at a time, that you take that breath in, you hold it in your lower dantian or below the umbilicus, and then you hold for 3, 4, 5 seconds, and when you exhale, it's a really long, exhausting, free-flowing exhale. So I like to also set the intention without you having to think and process, is when you breathe in a lot of love, hold, and exhale a lot of forgiveness for yourself and for anyone and everyone who's done you wrong or you've harmed and hurt and you're unaware of it. I also will use my dowsing tool to tell me when I'm at 100% of clearing for you. And if I only get to 50%, then I will hear additional information that needs to be cleared. And once we've cleared a particular word or emotion or feeling, we'll move to the next. We never move on to the next word until I get 100% clarity or guarantee that that energy has been successfully removed. So again, it's all in our breath and it's all in the exhale. If you have issues of abandonment, almost always we inherited them, probably within the womb, days, weeks, months, years into our lifetime. I guarantee the challenges of abandonment you're experiencing now have been inherited by your mother's side of the family or your father's side of the family, and I'm talking your biological mother and father, and then their mothers and fathers, and we can go 1, 5, 10, hundreds, thousands of generations. A lot of people may say, oh, I don't have any issues of abandonment. Well, good for you, but it doesn't always have to be about you. Sometimes it's about our mother's energy or our father's energy or our grandmother and grandfather's energy. It's all the traumas, all the heartache, all the pain, all the lies, all the secrets that our soul family or ancestral family has lived through, and then it was gifted into us in the womb, days, weeks, months, years into life. So we're going to set our intention to turn off our brain, to turn off any blame or shame to our parents or our ancestors, and just trust as this information is being channeled in, that you're opening to heal for you and your ancestors and any brothers or sisters or offspring. So we're going to go ahead and check the energy on abandonment. I want to see what the positive energy is. And it is 100%. And what's the negative energy? 0. So that's a good energy. So what it's telling me now is that we have a lot of experiences. We don't have any cross wires going on. So we want to clear experiences. I want to go back to the womb. I'm going to take you back to the womb. You won't remember any of this, but I'm going to ask any issues of abandonment that you genetically got inherited, encoded, memory impingements, master key programs that you might have inherited from your biological mother, her mother and father, their mothers and fathers, anything you may have genetically gotten coded from your biological father regarding abandonment, his mother and father, and their mothers and fathers. Let's go ahead now and clear abandonment. Any beliefs, any perceptions, any judgments we have about feeling abandoned, being abandoned, experienced abandonment. Let's clear it now. Let's clear it from first incarnation to infinity and from alpha to omega. As you breathe in, hold, and exhale, let's clear it through divine forgiveness, divine love, and let's remove it, release it, and clear it. I'm going to ask that the cellular memory stop reproducing beliefs that you've been abandoned. Nobody cares about you. Nobody loves you. Nobody supports you. And I want to ask your soul to remember, on this earth plane, we're supposed to love ourselves, care about ourselves, appreciate ourselves, and respect ourselves. If we always look to others to do this for us, you're going to understand you come up short. That's why we're here, clearing issues of abandonment. Please take a breath in. Just remind your soul that it's your job to love you, to support you, to appreciate you, and to value you. With that knowledge, let's ask that any painful memories, painful programs, painful moments in time that we felt abandoned, let's breathe in a lot of love and forgiveness and hold. Let's exhale a lot of forgiveness. Good. So, a lot of times when people feel abandoned, from my understanding, most of these people are like so loving, so kind, so honest, so sweet. And sometimes, I'm not sure why we attract that other energy, but I believe everything's about energy and lessons. So let's just clear the belief. Any programs of self-punishment, self-doubt, and self-destruction, let's take a breath in and exhale forgiveness and love to yourself and all those individuals who've proved to you in this lifetime that you're unlovable, you're not important to people, because they're all lies. And as long as we believe the lie is true, people are going to keep hurting us. So let's clear the belief, perceptions, and judgments that are deeply embedded in our lungs, our large intestine, our stomach, our spleen, our heart, our bladder, our kidney, our triple warmer, our liver, gallbladder. Let's just clear any trapped emotions, feelings, or thoughts. Let's clear all this stomach energy of emotions we swallowed when we were feeling lonely, abandoned, heartbroken, sad. Let's clear them. Take another breath in. Let's take another breath in and ask our heart and lungs to please find all these trapped emotions, thoughts, and feelings. Let's release those etherical cords, those deep-seated beliefs and perceptions that don't resonate with our souls any longer. Let's just get rid of them. Take another breath, let it go. Some of us have been in relationships. Maybe we've been married and maybe we've separated or got divorced. Let's go in and clear any thoughts, any feelings, any emotions that we didn't feel we gave enough, we weren't supported enough, we were cheated, they cheated us. Let's just ask those etherical cords as we breathe in, hold, and release. Archangel Michael, sever those belief systems, those perceptions and judgments. Any self-inflicted pain, whether they're thoughts, feelings, and emotions, let's forgive ourselves. Most of the stuff we feel, we keep reliving year after year in our life. It really goes back to our childhood and in the womb. Let's again forgive our mother and father for abandoning us, whether it was mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, or psychologically. As we all grow, we realize that we go through a lot of traumas and tribulations in life, and that we as individuals always do the best we could possibly do. And sometimes when we get to a period of life, whether our children have grown and they've told us we haven't supported them, or friends come and say, you don't support me the way I need to be supported, we all realize that sometimes life is quite challenging and it has a lot of issues, and it really does take a lot of inner strength, a lot of inner courage, and a lot of inner trusting and knowing that we are doing the best we can. Let's go in and clear all subconscious clutter that you got genetically encoded from your mother and father, their mothers and fathers, about abandonment. Let's forgive them. Let's ask our mother and father to forgive their mothers and fathers, and their mother and fathers to forgive their mothers and fathers. Let's break the cycle and the looping of these painful thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Let's transcend, move forward, and forgive. Very good. Okay. I want to clear blocks to positive expression. Sometimes we get quite hooked on either dramas or traumas, And we don't realize we don't need any of that in our life to move forward. Let's clear the need, any belief, perception, and judgment that we like a little bit of this drama and this trauma. Let's clear it, because life is already challenging enough. And almost everything we experience right now is the exact opposite of what we're wishing for. So let's give our body, our mind, our spirit, and our soul permission to stop replaying these old messages, these old beliefs, these old patterns. Let them go. Take a breath in, hold, and when you let go, really let go on a true heart level. Things you don't want anymore. We just don't need them. Let's clear blocks to confidence. Let's go back to the womb. Let's ask that any blocks to confidence that we've got genetically encoded by our biological mother, our biological father, their mothers and fathers, as we take this breath in, let's clear it for them as well as us. When we have lack of confidence, it shows up in all areas of our life. So let's breathe in a lot of love and forgiveness. Clearing those blocks to communication, blocks to love, blocks to joy, blocks to happiness. Good. Fear. Fear's another deep-rooted thing. Let's go back to the womb. Days, weeks, months, years into your life. Let's clear the fear you encoded from your biological mother and your biological father and your ancestors. Let's ask that all the fear that was accumulated be acknowledged, identified, and released through your breath. Good. Any beliefs that your mom wasn't good to you, your dad wasn't good to you, you've experienced a lot, and I would say you're probably right. But through our breath, through forgiveness, and through maturity, we have to let go, because we can't keep playing these old messages. The more we keep playing them over and over, the more we keep attracting the same junk. So as you take your breath in, set your intention, you're going to let it go. You want to heal, identify, and release any of these looping thoughts, genetic cellular coding, and just exhale and let it go. Good. Keep your breath going. Then we have blocks to really realizing how worthy we are as a person. Because if people have told us, you know, you didn't measure up to this, you didn't do that, you're not intelligent, you're not smart, there's a lot of ungrateful people and a lot of crazy things they say to us when we've been beaten down and broken emotionally. So let's just take some breaths in now. Just a lot of love, and we're going to send it to the bottom of our toes and back up to the crown of our head. And we're just going to keep breathing. Just divine love, divine forgiveness. And I'm going to ask every cell in this body to clear out programs, thoughts, and feelings of unworthiness from first incarnation to infinity and from alpha to omega. Just keep taking that breath in, hold, and release. So we're at 70%. Just gently breathe in, hold. If a visual comes, take a breath in and release. Good, good. I want to clear programs of unwillingness to let go of the old beliefs. Some of them we don't even know, because if we never met our mothers or fathers or our grandmas and grandpas, or our great-grandmas and grandpas, and on and on and on, 10, 50, 100 generations back, we don't know what they struggled with. I have a good idea, because if you're struggling in this lifetime with specific things, that's exactly what our ancestors were struggling with. So let's clear any unwillingness, inflexibility, or stubbornness we may have inherited in the womb from our biological mother and our biological father. Breathe it through until you feel some of these energies and emotions are transforming within your body. So we're at like 30%. That's not quite enough. So let's do a spiritual kick. Let's ask that maybe we have fear associated with that. Let's clear it. Let's clear all beliefs that we're alone, we have nobody. Let's clear these lies, these beliefs, these perceptions and judgments. Very good. Now I'm going to go back to unwillingness to let go of the old. We're at like 70%. That's still not enough. Clear the belief you have no one supporting you. Clear the belief that nobody cares. Clear the belief that there's nobody there to talk to. Clear all those excess thoughts, feelings, and emotions that just keep replaying over and over. Give yourself permission to let it go. Good. Go back to unwillingness to let go of the old beliefs you got genetically encoded, inherited, and now we're at 100%. So go ahead and breathe through again. Let's clear the belief that you have to sacrifice your life to make sure everyone else is happy. That's not true. You need to be the happiest person. You have to be happy to like yourself. You have to be joyful to enjoy yourself. Give yourself permission as you breathe in and out to love yourself, to appreciate yourself, to valuing yourself, and most of all, to supporting yourself. You're the best friend you could possibly have, so I really need you to be a best friend to your body. It's not selfish. It's all about healing. It's all about letting go of old thoughts, old feelings, old emotions. I'm going to ask these heart walls, these lung walls, be broken, released, and cleared of all these trapped emotions, all these beliefs that kept you pretty stuck, pretty trapped, and pretty unhappy. Let's start again at this moment in time. And let's ask that our bodies and our life and our mind be filled with self-love, self-appreciation, goodness, kindness, and inner joy. I'm now going to ask any belief systems, perceptions, and judgments you may have inherited and may have been stuck in your body from top to bottom, yin to yang, front to back, that we clear them from first incarnation to infinity, and that all programs of abandonment be acknowledged, released, and cleared. Take another breath in, hold, exhale with a lot of love, a lot of forgiveness, and a lot of kindness. As you breathe in and out over the next moment or two, just set the intention that when this fear bubbles back up, you simply acknowledge it with your breath. Take that breath in, hold, and a really nice, beautiful release. Possibly you have to do it 2 to 3 times before you really start feeling a little lighter, a little healthier, a little happier. Check yourself in the next month. Look back over time and realize that some of these issues that were really big for you today may have been really small as weeks and months go by. Remember, abandonment is just an energy. Shift it with self-love, self-value, self-worth, and give all that love and attention you've been so busy spreading thin throughout your family and friends. Give it all back to you. Allow yourself to love yourself, to appreciate yourself, and to respect yourself. Do this through your breathing and your releasing. Thank you. Please like